Hello, Internet. It's Chris checking in here from BAMF nextMEDIA. I'm here with Claude Galipeau from Astral Media, who moderated this morning's Canadian Media Giants panel. Claude, tell us a little bit about some of the ideas you're talking about this morning.
Well, it was an interesting panel and a good panel because it covered a wide range of activity that these traditional media companies are doing in media. And basically what we're finding out that everything it's no longer just one platform, it's multi-platform.
Right.
And it's no longer
They're talking about the TV screen, the mobile screen.
It's not just about the website, and that's what people are getting tired of this thing, where it's just about the website, so they're going beyond. You're seeing in these companies a lot more thinking before they produce anything as they produce for all platforms. Everyone's cognizant now of better business models, newer business models, and developing revenue streams in the space. There's investment being done by a number of players, so that's good. The interesting thing about the panel is that usually when we have a panel like this talking about revenue in Canada, it doesn't take very long for people to start talking about the CFTC or government funding and so on. The entire panel was just about the commercial reality and the commercial opportunities, and it was all about business.
What are some of the big commercial opportunities? Tell me a little bit about the business models we were discussing this morning and where you see those going.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of business models, but still the dominant business model, I think, in this space is really ads. And it's being able to create content that you can monetize across all these platforms. And one of the challenges, and that was raised in the panel, was metrics and analytics and how really effective data can be opportunity. We just don't have enough data recording to basically give to our clients.
What are some of the big initiatives that Astral's working on right now in the digital media space?
I mean, Astral is the largest radio broadcaster in the country, the largest paid and specialty television company, and also significant in outdoor in Quebec and in Ontario. In outdoor, we're seeing great move and great investments in not only outdoor furniture for advertising rather than just the standard billboards and so on. But the other big move is digital and interactive digital screens and so on. So there's a big push for that. So Astral is moving quite strong in that. We just secured a large contract for all the outdoor furniture in Toronto. So
these are like bus benches and
bus
benches,
toilets, everything. So you'll be seeing that roll out over the next year and beyond. In what we're doing in multi-platform is, again, in the Quebec market, we touch people really critical, whether it's radio and television, from that to TV, and very, very strong with image and marketing talent. And there it is about extending the experiences of the platforms and touching people where they are, be it or at home or at university and at different parts of the day, different kinds of content and experiences. So we're moving forward there. In the rest of Canada, we're extremely strong in, for example, with Family Channel is the talks, cable specialty channel in the country now, and that's really thanks to great content there, lots of it's being produced, and lots of courses tested. So, and there it is really about giving experience to kids online, and I think increasingly and then we have radio, across the country. We've got good formats, great formats, mix, walk stations, and easy walk.
Right. You mentioned outdoor display advertising, large screens and stuff like that. Something I'm particularly interested in. Are you guys experimenting beyond just showing commercials there and also doing some interactivity around outdoor displays? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, we're not announcing anything. I'm not going to tell you at the moment because we're basically working on it. So you'll be seeing that stuff coming soon.
And what types of what's the future going to look like in terms of people interacting with live screens and big displays like that?
I think it's going to be similar to what we saw Bill Buxton talk about this morning with regards to service computing and service interactivity, and more things that you're seeing. I mean, you see it increasingly in television shows. You've seen it in films. Minority Report. We actually see it in CSI as well. So it's really giving people an ability to actually, if they see something, they can actually touch it and say, get more information.
Right.
So it's really about that.
I think there's going to be a lot of independent artists, content creators out there watching these interviews, trying to get an inside line on what makes the big guys tick. Can you give us some words of wisdom for folks who are looking to make new, original, interactive content and kind of get it out there to the masses or into the broadcast world?
I think the key is where's the money? What can you do that will be distinguishing, will be new, that will engage audiences, but can actually be commercially viable? So that is really the thing, is like how can we make money? And people are making money, and they're coming up with innovative concepts. And the thing is really look at how can I make something that actually will help the broadcaster or the person who commissions the content to sell it to advertising clients. Or if it's a different kind of revenue stream, how could they buy it, download it, electronic sell-through? So.
Are you guys actively curating and incubating projects out there, or how do people go about approaching?
I think we're still doing it through the traditional channels, so it's very much still through television and radio. This is where the big money is, but the advantage of going that route is that traditional media really is a gigantic bolt-on for these new platforms, and you see that across the world, and especially in the United States, where the
kind of like a cherry pick and amplify
type
thing,
exactly.
the content.
And also use the on-air or the mass reach or the niche reach of television and mass reach of radio to actually drive audiences to these new platforms. And that, I think, is the strength of traditional media, is to basically cost and use that.
Talk to me a little bit about how you personally use digital media, or like, what do you do online with your time?
I'm a big news nut. So I consume lots of news online, but I still read newspapers.
Do you consume your news online via like blogs and RSS and stuff like that?
I mean, particularly in the tech space and particularly in the digital media space. I mean, I get, I'm an avid reader of paidcontent.org and TechCrunch, and covering the space also in the industry is some other players are really good. I mean, Wall Street Journal is excellent, even the New York Times. So I read quite a bit, those sources. And otherwise, I have to entertain myself. I will consume video.
YouTube video or?
YouTube, and when I'm in the United States, or if I use a private VPN, I'll be consuming U.S. content, so whether it's Hulu or see it. So, I mean, I'm very interested in seeing how the U.S. players are developing the videos and the experience, but especially how they're serving the video, but in particular, the development of new formats. And the only way to really, one of the ways to see that is what the Americans are doing. So you have to either be in the States or figure out a way to do the content.
What's your online guilty pleasure?
Going around geo-blocking.
Oh, okay. And you do that through proxy servers or through the VPN?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Kris Krug signing off here from Banff New Media with Claude from Astral. Over and out, Internet.